It's hard to run from it when it runs in the family. A problem with 1,000 more it's causing. Damn, it's exhausting. This is why I walked in.
Thanks for letting me share, y'all.
And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years old. He said everybody here's felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. I'm tired of being broken. I'm sick of feeling hopeless. Way down here at my lowest. At the end of my road, at the end of my road. So what do I do? So what do I do? What do I do? And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years old. He said everybody here's felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on.
Here we go again. You ready?
Keep the back
Yeah.
walking.
Money talks, what the is he saying? Huh? You can ask his and ask his who's the man. Bro, them get the stepping like parades about them bands. My little Tinkerbell, cause I'm fly as Peter Pan. Yeah, let's go get some money, they playing. Hopped up out this Cybertruck, my wrist cost a lamb. I'm tired of buying cars to my driveway jam. The neighbors still trying to figure out who I am, who I be. To these weak. They say money talk, put diamonds in my teeth. I be Louis down with Jordans on my feet. Messed up in your yard like trick or treat. You better play your cards right, you better not ever reach. For this train over here, I underneath. Yeah, I ripped that 5, but I 6 feet deep. Let's go, 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 let's go.
Just across I-25 from downtown Denver, the usual 76,000 fans have made their way to Philip Power Field at Mile High, the home of the Broncos. We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go here on Monday night. On the return is Dylan Laube. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now the Georgia Bulldogs. Here's Nick Chubb. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. Now May. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
On 2nd down, it's May. He'll get that to the former Volunteer, Jalen Hyatt. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Working out of the gun. It's May. And that is incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down. The Broncos bringing out their punter. And he got all of this one. Headed for the sideline. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon Achane. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. Jack Gibbons is there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 6. Lawrence now. There's a short one caught by Sanders.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try it now with Achane. And he's going to have a Seahawks 1st down. He gets more than he needs. 4 yards picked up on 4th and 2.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
A throw left side caught by Sanders. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And there wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They face 2nd down and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Achane, and they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's complete left side to Worthy. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. but at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Laube now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Nick Chubb. And he's going to have a Broncos first down. He has this one past the 35 to about the 37.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down. Here's a handoff to Chubb. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Chubb. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Once again, it's Chubb. He'll push forward here down to about the 27. Kyle Hamilton, the former Notre Dame star, able to make the play. 2nd down and 8. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. On the handoff, this is Chubb. Not much happening there. Tackled at the 17. Throwing on 2nd down. May. And he'll be taken down. And that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. We'll try and run it here, and it's Chubb. And now again he loses the football. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Lawrence. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Patrick motioning here. Using the jet sweep for the fake. They run it up the middle. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. Here's Chubb to the 5-yard line. Second and goal. To throw now, May. And he'll get 3 yards here, down to the 2-yard line.
Coming into the game, this is something defensively you have to be aware of. If this quarterback gets a chance and he sees some daylight, he's going to try to take it in on his own. But not in this case. They were quick to react, stop him short. Now brings up 3rd and goal.
He'll try and throw. Here's May. And he's in. Jalen Hyatt. Touchdown, Denver. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Chris Boswell on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Broncos move out to a 7-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. That's quickly into the hands of Odunze on the RPO. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. To throw is Lawrence. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Play action now. It's Lawrence. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball, and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. A run up the middle with Chubb. And he'll get close to the marker. A nice run, probably a yard short of that first down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he will have the Broncos first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
All game long, Mike, this guy is asked to make key block after key block for the ball carrier. But this time, the coaches call on him to do the running for a change, and on 3rd and short, no surprise, he gets the job done.
They'll run it straight ahead with Chubb. The ball comes out. The Seahawks scoop it up.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. 7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Greg and I return to Denver after this. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks are back within 1. It's 7-6.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Throwing is May. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Going to get that into the hands of his receiver, Mike Williams.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Cross right side to the tight end, Kmet. 13 yards on the catch there. First down, Broncos. May to the air once more. He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. 13 pretty lucky here. Back-to-back gains of 13. And another first down. Here's May again. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over.
To the goal line and in. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. It's Xavier Worthy on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. First and 10. Now Lawrence. That's taken in by Achane. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Renardo Green. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at the 34-yard line.
May now on first and 10. This one taken in by Hyatt. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And the Broncos will now make it an 11-point game. It's 17-6.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports.
Michael Dixon is set to kick off.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They go play action for Lawrence. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
What did he tell us at our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
Lawrence from the gun here on third down. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The Seahawks.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to get mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No R&R, the bar is raised. If you know me, now I can bar for days. Nothing there to prove, cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more. You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some, see some. I never mind if people change. I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be sold? How can you lie to me in my face, in my face, in my face, in my face, in my face? That's how still gonna keep the torch. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
I stay, broski, yummy. I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in me, she just made a big. I got rolling over. Speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posting with my this say yeah. I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold.